The Dalles Dam at River Mile 192.
This is the second dam upstream on the Columbia River, and like Bonneville before it, is built to help navigate over the next major obstruction on the river.
Before this stretch of the river looked like this, it looked like this.
The original river stopped being navigable somewhere around here, where the original channel made a sharp right turn before zigzagging through a series of slot canyons.
Early French explorers called it the Dalles, and Lewis and Clark put it on their maps as the Great Falls of the Columbia. But for most of all human history, this area was known as Wyam, meaning the echo of falling water, and more recently as Celilo Falls. It is likely that this spot right here is the longest continually occupied settlement in all of North America. Indigenous people from all over the Pacific Northwest have gathered here for tens of thousands of years to harvest salmon.
Now by 1900, the salmon fisheries on the lower Columbia had already been dramatically altered by an exploding cannery industry in what is now Portland. And by the turn of the century, the entire lower Columbia corridor was considered the next great transportation link.
Long before the dams were built, riverboat traffic was an important part of commerce in this part of the country.
Boat traffic could go from Vancouver and Portland all the way up to Cascade Locks, where you could portage past the rapids on foot, or use the bypass navigation lock finished in 1896. From there you could sail up past Hood River to the Dalles, where you could once again portage around the falls, or use the bypass canal finished in 1915.
And in 1957, the Dalles Dam brought slackwater navigation all the way into eastern Washington state. Now, while the dam might be a conventional run-of-the-river structure, it's built on a very unconventional site.
Because of the unusual shape of the channel, the majority of the dam was built on dry land, with the spillway facing downriver, and the power plant sitting parallel to the already deep channel. While in total the dam is over 1.5 miles long, only this earthen section right here was actually constructed in the water. And if you look carefully from Interstate 84, you can still see the entrance to the old canal. The current navigation lock is located on the Washington side and is blasted straight out of the basalt. The power plant features 14 generators capable of generating between 1,800 and 2,100 megawatts of power. The power from this dam, along with other dams, is sent up the hill to the Pacific Interties Terminal, where it is converted to direct current and sent on an 800-mile journey to Southern California.
This is maybe the largest energy load balancing system in the entire United States. Surplus power from the complete opposite side of the U.S. is sent to the nation's second largest city during peak demand. An absolute lifesaver during the California summers. If you're ever traveling through Central Oregon on Highway 97, the Pacific Intertie is easy to spot. Just look for the high-voltage power lines with 2 strands rather than 3. This one power line, along with all these Columbia River dams, are what keep the West Coast lit up with clean, renewable energy. Heading upriver past Biggs and Rufus, we come to